doing a tag video, and I haven't done a tag on my channel in probably over a year. So today is the perfect palette tag, and I have a lot of palettes. I wouldn't say I have like every single palette in the whole entire world, but I have a lot of the more popular ones, and I like palettes. So I thought I would do this tag for you, and if you see me looking down, the questions are on my tablet, so I'm just looking at the questions. So let's get into the questions, shall we? So the first question is, or for the first statement or question, whatever you want to call them, is best packaging. So the palette with the best packaging, I think is the Aqua Lilies for Tarte packaging. Oh my god, this stuff is amazing. Like, the packaging is just so cute. It's this little round, like, sphere, and it's pretty decent sized, but the packaging has mermaid scales on it, and it's so cute. It reminds me of like Little Mermaid or something like that. So yeah, it definitely takes the cake for cutest packaging, I personally think. And inside is also so cute. It has a big mirror and it has all these fun colors, so this is one of my favorites. I know you can't get it anymore, but if you can somehow get your hands on it, it is amazing. Like, the packaging just, oh, this was 2 summers ago, I think. So the summer of 2013, this was their limited edition palette. The next question is the best color payoff. So I'm gonna go with this one, and it's a cult classic, honestly. This is the Naked one. It probably doesn't look like the Naked one because it's got duct tape all over it, but my dog kind of chewed it up. But it's got such amazing colors, and I think Urban Decay has probably the best color payoff ever. Like, you just need to swipe one time and you've got tremendous like color payoff. These ones down here are a little chalky, and they're a little like not so good because they're darker, but any of the other colors are like the most amazing, like, colorful eyeshadows. They're so silky. This one is Smog, and this one is just like so gorgeous. Like, honestly, I'm not going to show you too much of this because you've obviously already seen it. If you don't know what the Naked palette is, then you probably don't know what makeup is. So Naked one is probably my favorite for best color payoff. Basically any Urban Decay shadow is going to be amazing in color payoff. I love Urban Decay. They're one of my favorite eyeshadow brands for high-end, but I think I just like the colors more, and the formula is a lot better at Urban Decay. So that is best color payoff. The next one is most versatile, and this one is probably one of the most talked about palettes on YouTube, but I'm just going to talk about it one more time. It is the Loreal Pro. I hate the packaging, for one. It's so dirty, like, it just gets so dirty. But why it's so versatile is it has a row of mattes and it has a row of shimmers, and you basically can get any look out of this that you want because it has these darker colors down here. It has a nice like matte black, it has a matte dark brown, a matte taupe kind of color, a matte kind of chocolatey brown. It just has a dark kind of gunmetal color. It has like bronzy color. It has a light bronzy color, gold. It has light nudie, champagne-y shades down here. It has like a shimmery white. You can pretty much do any look out of this palette, and there's only 20 eyeshadows I think in this, so that is really good. I personally picked this because I can do any look basically with these shadows. So if you don't already have the Loreal Pro palette, I would definitely go check it out because it is not that expensive compared to how much you get in it. It's actually cheaper than the Naked palettes, and you get way more eyeshadows. But I personally like the Naked palettes better than the Loreal Pro. I just think the colors are a lot, not the colors, but the texture of the eyeshadows, they're a lot more buttery than the Loreal Pro. I sometimes feel like the mattes are a little chalky, so that's a personal opinion. The next question is best to travel with. Next question is best palette for traveling, and it would have to be this revealed palette. This is actually only $20, and it's from Coastal Scents. I used my Birchbox points to get this palette, and I didn't pay anything, so I was really happy. You get 20 eyeshadows in this, and the reason why it's my most travel friendly palette is because you have 20 eyeshadows. They're all neutrals, and they're a mix between matte and shimmery shades. Basically, you kind of set. You've got light shades, you've got bronzy shades, you've got gold shades, you've got dark chocolate brown shades, you've got dark pewtery colors, you've got a black, you've got all of that wrapped in. I think you have, yeah, you have some light champagne-y colors, light matte yellow shade. So basically this one is kind of like the Urban Decay 1 and the Urban Decay 2 mixed together, and it's like $20, so if it breaks while you're traveling, you kind of didn't lose that much money. If you take your Urban Decay and it breaks while you're traveling, then you're out $50. So, or $53 or whatever it is now. It's like in the $50 range. It just keeps going up every year. But anyways, I really like these shadows. They give up nice pigmentation, and they're really smooth and soft. Like, I would compare them to Urban Decay Naked shadows, honestly, and that's what they're like supposed to be dupes of. So I definitely think they're worth the money, and it's definitely a really good travel-friendly palette because it's nice and slim and it doesn't take up much space. So that is that. There's that. Next is the most disappointing palette, and it's the biggest regret. Next question is your biggest regret, and I think my biggest regret would have to be this one. This is the Wet n Wild Going in the Wild palette, and I think this is from 2 summers ago or 2 springs ago. Yes, it is from 2 springs ago, and I thought this would be an amazing palette because look at all of those bright, fun, colors. Honestly, it has 0 pigmentation, like nothing. These bright, fun colors, I mean, that one is sort of pigmented, but you have to scrub to like get any of these out. And I thought they were gonna be like pretty freaking awesome because I know any other Urban Decay or any other Wet n Wild eyeshadow is like awesome. But like, look at that. There's barely any product. Like, I feel like more product got on my fingers than it did on my hands. And it's just, I use them still, but I have to like work so much extra for these eyeshadows. And I feel like their limited edition sets that they put out aren't as good as their like real palettes. I don't know if they like changed the formula, and I've heard many people say this, so it's not just me, but a lot of people, I'm just not into this one. It's just, I had such high hopes for it, and I was like, oh yeah, I can do so many fun spring looks with this. No, because it doesn't give you any pigmentation. I would have to like wet my brush and use like Fix Plus and all of that, so it's not worth it. I buy all these limited edition Wet n Wild palettes, and I don't think they're worth it. I honestly like the permanent ones better. And that's not me dissing, you know, Wet n Wild. I love Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild is one of my favorite eyeshadow brands from the drugstore. So, yeah. The next question is the best color names. And this goes to the Too Faced Everything Nice, That's What Pretty Girls Are Made Of palette. And I got this at Christmas time. It was their Christmas set palette, and the packaging is just adorable. But the names are so amazing. You've got Totally Fetched, Live It Up, Too Glam, Girly, Don't Settle, Secret Lovers, Be You. There's one called Heaven, which it is pretty heavenly. Turtle Dove, Dream On, After Hours, Fond of You, Knockout, Paper Roses. Like, all of these are super cute. They've got one called Chocolate Moon. Like, they're all just adorable. And then they have a blush called Papa Don't Peach, which is, it's so funny. Like, just that word just makes me laugh a little bit. So, I think this one definitely takes the cake for cutest names. I think, like, all of these Too Faced palettes, they always have adorable names. So, Too Faced is definitely, you know, a name contender. I think they always put out palettes with really cute, awesome names. So, yeah. Next is my least used palette. And this isn't my least used because I don't like the pigmentation or don't like it, but I just don't find myself picking it up like I should. It has some really pretty colors, and this is the Smashbox On The Rocks Luxe palette. I bought this around after the holidays, and it was on sale, and I love it. There's so many pretty, like, colors. You've got some neutrals, you've got the bright greens, bright purples, you've got blues, you've got, like, champagne pinky colors, purpley colors, blacks, grays, matte kind of cream color, and the pigmentation of these shadows are really nice. That's what, you know, drew me to it. I like the colors. I love this, like, navy blue right here, and this plum right there, this little green up here I used on St. Patrick's Day, and just, like, they're all really pretty colors, but I just don't find myself picking it up. I like these, like, browns up in here. They're really pretty. And I need to start using it because it is a very pretty palette and a very versatile palette because you can get a bunch of different looks on it. But I just don't find myself picking it up. Like, it's very bulky for one, and I know you can take this tray out, but still it's like, I always go for the same, like, palette, so I need to start mixing it up, and I think I might start using this one soon. So, the last question in this tag is your most used, most loved desert island product. And it would probably have to be this one. This is my, like, ride or die product. I always use this. I used it today to create my eye look, and I would definitely say I probably use this a good 3 times a week when I'm doing makeup. This is like my everyday eyeshadow thing. Yes, this is the Naked Basics. I have honestly used it so much. Like, look at that. You can see pan on 3 of them. This has pretty much everything you need to create a neutral matte eye, and you have a little bit of shimmer to pop in the corners of your eyes. This is something that if all of my makeup disappeared, this would be, like, one thing I would keep. Or if I had to get rid of all my makeup, this would be probably the one thing I would keep because it is that amazing. Like, I rave about this every day. Like, I suggest it to people who want, like, a nice palette and they don't want to spend, like, money. I suggest this to my friends because it is that good. It's probably my favorite palette of all time. I think I like it a little bit more than Naked, but I do like the Naked a lot. So, yeah, this is the Urban Decay Naked Basics, and this is definitely my most used palette. I'm surprised I still have these 3 shades. That's how much I use them, because I dig into them. So that is the end of this tag, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you want to know what I'm wearing or what's on my face, look down below. I've been posting all of that stuff in the info bar. So, I guess I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and